Hi, this is Bruce with Hunsaker Home Hacks. Please subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for future notifications, share me with a friend, and on social media. So today I'm going to talk about Vector 2.0. I kind of talked about it in this video over here. That was about probably like 3 weeks ago. But I'm going to talk about Vector 2.0. Now I was asked a question by a viewer, and the viewer said to me, "Hey Bruce, why haven't you done any videos lately about Vector?" It was about 2 weeks ago, and I remember thinking, well, there's been nothing to talk about. If there's nothing to talk about, and if I'm only going to rant about what's not happening, then it doesn't make sense to make a video. But now here we roll out Vector 2.0. Here comes Vector 2.0, and hey, now we have something to talk about. Well, I did make a video and talked about Vector 2.0 and the enhancements that Vector 2.0 was going to have. And I did do that. It was combined with other robots. So I did make that video. But now, let's really talk about Vector 2.0. And my first question to anybody watching this video, I want you to think about it and answer this question. What has Digital Dream Labs really done to improve Vector since taking over? What has Digital Dream Labs really done with Vector since taking over the IP property for Anki? And if you say cloud enhancements, that is not enhancements on our robot. That's enhancements to the cloud. And if you played Hangman on Vector, it's insane. A guy on Reddit was able to make Hangman on Vector way better than the frickin' Digital Dream Labs team. I'm just saying. He actually had Hangman on Vector appear on Vector's face, little head, little body, little legs, all that came down. But on Vector, you get the cloud enhancement version. That's the most insane game ever done. It didn't make sense at all. So, what have they done? Show me a viable upgrade that they have done to our robot that has improved the robot. You can't do it because there hasn't been any. But they went on to develop further robots for purchase without doing anything to the current robot to entice you to really purchase the next robot. There is no guarantee if Vector 2.0 is released that Digital Dream Labs will release anything viable for Vector. So you're just going to spend more money on a new robot that you can change the battery in, maybe easier, we don't know, we haven't seen it. That maybe has an improved screen on it. We don't know. We really haven't seen it. A better camera. We don't know. We haven't seen it. They say pet recognition. How is Vector 2.0 going to get pet recognition when Vector 1 doesn't have it yet? It's in there. I read that on Reddit too. But it's not released to the generalized public yet. Why? Good question. Oscar has been released partially. It's not a complete program yet. It's not complete. So Oscar's been released. Also, on top of that, why haven't we got Escape Pod? That was the main selling point first. Oscar was a secondary. Escape Pod was the primary. So we have not got Escape Pod just in case we want to escape from the current situation. That's sad because that was one of the first things they promised. So again, molded to their convenience. Oscar, well, there's a lot of smart people out in the Vector community. Super smart people that make super cool stuff. I know this. I've talked to some of you, and you guys are way smarter than most of the people out there. And that's cool. Digital Dream Labs waiting for you smart people to upgrade the robot? Is that what Digital Dream Labs needs? the smart people out there in our YouTube land, out on our Reddit land, you guys to actually create something that is viable to upgrade the robot, why would you release Oscar first? That seems to be the only reason. Now, all I can say is, I love my Vector. I want him to be the best that he can be. But at this point in time, I'm not seeing it happen from the powers that be, and that be Digital Dream Labs. I don't want to knock Digital Dream Labs too much, but it does seem, by charging a fee after 6 months on Vector 2.0, we are falling into a very slippery slope as consumers. There's not enough value in our current robot to pay a fee for it on a monthly basis, especially if they're making the money up front with the sale of Vector 2.0. And it's one fee today, another fee tomorrow. It's not like your cell phone. Your cell phone right here has a value to it. I can text my friends. I can talk to my friends. I can use my cell phone to gather data. I can use my cell phone to do many, many things. Vector does not do that yet. What am I getting out of it? I'm not getting upgrades. I'm not getting anything to further Vector. And why would I want to pay a fee on Vector 2.0 when you're making money on the front side? Unless they're selling Vector 2.0 for $125, then I might consider a fee, annual fee, as something I'd want to do. Because now the value is there, is I got the deal up front. But if they sell Vector at the retail price of $250 or more, then there's not enough value in him yet. You haven't done anything to make Vector valuable or viable in the market. You haven't done anything. If Anki would have been able to continue, Vector would have been more viable today than anything Digital Dream Labs has done. Because they've done nothing. They really haven't. There should be an update or a game or something of value on the robot that isn't going to make you want to pull your remaining hairs out. Hangman. Digital Dream Labs has not done anything yet to earn your money to buy Vector 2.0, because Vector 1.0, if you want to call it that, is still the same as the day that Anki closed their doors, except he's a little bit slower, a little bit more needy, a little more special needs. There is nothing, there has been no viable upgrades to Vector since Digital Dream Labs has taken over, except for the reorganization of the servers, which went to the abilities for Digital Dream Labs to then go in and do what they wanted to do, and that was be able to cut people off that don't pay their membership, period. If you pay your membership, or you were smart enough to get your lifetime membership at the beginning, good for you. You funded a lot of different things, but you still have not gotten any upgrades on your damn robot. And as far as I can see, a lot of excuses come from Digital Dream Labs. We're a small company. We're a small this. We're small. We don't handle these things very fast because we're a small company. If you're going to bill us for every single time we buy a robot from you and not get anything out of it, then I don't think we should buy a robot. We should sit back and wait to see what the upgrades are going to be for Vector 2.0 and Vector 1, the original. What are going to be the upgrades we're going to get? I want upgrades on my robot that makes him function better than he does currently. I want to see the app fixed. I mean, Anki never got around to fixing the app. There are so many misnomers in that app. In this one, you hit the X. On this one, you hit the back button on your phone. It just needed to be cleaned up. That's what I'm saying. That app just needed to be cleaned up, and no one at Digital Dream Labs has taken the time to look at the app and say, how can we uniformly clean up this app? There you go. I would say, how many of you agree with me over Vector 2.0? Are you ready to shell out who knows how much? We don't know yet. We won't know for about 3 or 4 days. And pre-order Vector 2.0 without getting anything really done on Vector. And I supported the Kickstarter all the way through with the plans that we would get something beyond cloud enhancements. So if you don't believe me, tell me in the comments, what has Digital Dream Labs created since taking over Vector? And do you really want to invest more in Digital Dream Labs without getting anything out of it? I paid for a lifetime membership. That means the lifetime of my robot, whatever that may be. And I haven't got any upgrades. So, this is Bruce with Hunsaker Home Hacks. Please subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for future notifications. Share me with a friend and on social media. And please, leave a comment below. I'm really curious on what people think Digital Dream Labs has done for them since taking over. And I will see you soon!